Hello and welcome back. My name's Jack B. These episodes are about promoting thoughts, ideas, and asking questions. And as always, please fact check what I am citing. While you may find other sources that reflect different numbers, the fact remains that the increases in the levels and impact on us is real. First, let me state that I believe AI does not learn. We're putting human undertones and connotations on machines and script written by humans. I suggest that corporations are intentionally doing this as a marketing tool. This is their way to appear as though it is smart or it is something more than what it really is. Corporations are giving AI a human aura to allow people to connect with it, or maybe even to make them connect with it. They're influencing people for the corporation's own interests. I can usually tell when a company has incorporated or substituted AI for its previous application program. There are usually a lot of mistakes, especially when checking grammar and spelling. Most people do not know how AI operates. My understanding is just a basic understanding of AI. But AI is simply a machine that follows directions written by humans. AI uses algorithms and models written by programmers. Machine learning and deep learning rely on mathematical concepts such as calculus, probability, and linear algebra. Neural networks are mathematical models inspired by biological structures of the brain, which may be used for pattern recognition and information processing. AI programs are defined by a set of rules which determine its steps and its ability to offer and store some structure, regularities, or commonalities using models and math. It's not actually learning, it's simply storing results of mathematical calculations connected by some probable connection. AI performs these functions at lightning speed, so it appears to be smart or thinking. These algorithms and models are quite complex. But no matter how complex and sophisticated they are, AI is still operating from programs that are created by humans. Therefore, AI is subject to human mistakes and influenced by the human personality and character. The disadvantages of using AI are many. They include questionable accuracy, dependency, ethical concerns, injustice, loss of human freedom and autonomy, employment impacts, no accountability, deep fakes, misinformation, a loss of data privacy, an increase in the digital divide, manipulation of people, over-reliance on technology, loss of human touch and interactions, balancing ethics with completion of tasks, and the potential for reinforcing biases. Relying solely on AI for decision-making can lead to oversights and potential mistakes, especially in nuanced situations. Ethical considerations and dilemmas are a significant part of our human existence. While AI can be programmed with certain ethical guidelines, it doesn't have the moral compass that humans possess. AI should never be autonomous and should never be allowed to make the final decision. The U.S. has no overall cohesive federal regulations regarding the use of AI. The U.S. does, however, have a variety of laws that limit how AI can be used with regards to privacy, data collection, and discrimination. Presently, technology and software corporations are moving forward incorporating AI into their applications. At some point, it'll be virtually impossible to regulate AI due to its wide use. Aside from AI itself being problematic, the infrastructure to support AI is currently causing huge issues, not to mention the future issues for this infrastructure. AI operates 24/7, consuming huge amounts of power. Power generation and the distribution of the power to the data facilities using AI is massive. Most of our power system infrastructure was built decades ago and is not equipped to handle the demands of all the rapidly emerging technologies and the changing consumer needs. One rack of traditional servers in a data center runs on approximately 7 kilowatts. That's just 7 kilowatts of power, while one rack of AI servers uses 30 to 100 kilowatts of power. NVIDIA, the current leader in AI server market, shipped 100,000 units last year and is expected to consume 7.3 times more energy annually. Wells Fargo is projecting AI power demand to surge 550% by 2026, from 8 trillion watts in 2024 to 52 trillion watts, before rising another 1,150% to 652 trillion watts by 2030. FYI, TWH is 1 trillion watt hours. Data centers will be using 8% of U.S. power by 2030 compared with 3% in 2022. The following environmental information is from earth.org. The carbon footprint, global warming, and toxic material polluting the environment is another AI issue. As computing capabilities become more complex, the energy to run AI models increases tremendously. According to OpenAI researchers, since 2012, the amount of computing power required to train cutting-edge AI models has doubled every 3.4 months. In October 2019, a study at the University of Massachusetts looked at different levels of CO2 generated by different activities. Round-trip air travel, New York City to San Francisco, was the lowest. Then a human life from around the world for 1 year. Then it looked at the average American life for a year, followed by car manufacturing and fuel consumption for 1 year. Then training an AI model. An AI model far exceeds anything else. This is quite interesting. One would never have thought this to be the case. By 2040, it is expected that the emissions from the information, communications, and technology industry as a whole will reach 14% of the global emissions. The majority of those emissions coming from the ICT infrastructure, particularly data centers and communication networks. Electronic waste, or e-waste disposal, is also a problem. E-waste contains a tremendous amount of toxic chemicals, including cadmium, mercury, and lead, that can contaminate soil and water supplies and endanger both human health and the environment. The World Economic Forum forecasts that 120 million metric tons of e-waste will be generated by 2050. To protect the environment and mitigate harm to humans, clear enforceable laws and ethical disposable policies are required. This brings us back to the beginning of the life cycle. All this material needs to be mined, then extracted from the ore, then produced into usable material, components, and pieces. All these are pollution-generating activities. Pretty grimy, huh? Sometimes the increase in the carbon footprint is not just related to the use of AI for computing. Scientific American noted that in 2019, Microsoft announced a new partnership with ExxonMobil to use Microsoft's cloud computing platform, Azure. Mobil stated that by 2025, it could increase its production of oil by 50,000 barrels a day by using Azure. More and more companies are using AI to increase their productivity and output, which means more power and pollution expended in their realms. So I suppose the takeaway here is that we can increase our pollution not only in the volume, but also do it more efficiently with AI. Well, that's all I can say for now. There's not much more to say on this topic. Please take care and be safe until next time. Bye.